Double check the title, but day 24 of Carnivore, and just finished up with jiu-jitsu. Did it for about an hour with 1 4-minute break in between rounds. Feeling great. So it's just surprising considering yesterday I forgot to take my Adderall because I went to open mat, and then I was in the car on the way over there. I'm like, oh, I didn't take it. And whenever I don't take it, I get really hungry. So I just ate an absolute ton of food. Had a 1.25 pound steak for breakfast. Got home, ate about 900 calories of sausage, and then 2 rainbow trout, which I bought for the fish oils, and then a bunch of these little meat sticks that are 45 calories each, except I ate 20 of them. They tasted really good, and I was really hungry, and I washed that down with about 3 or 4 glasses of whole milk, and I was still hungry, but I'm just thinking back about what I ate, and I'm like, I think I'm good for today. I'm just gonna go to bed now. And woke up this morning, slept great, and went to jiu-jitsu. I was debating whether or not to go because my stomach felt a little funny, but then I used the bathroom, felt fine, and decided to go to jiu-jitsu, and had a great roll. Did really well, and I'm glad I like the gym I went to. It's a lot less people there, which means the mat isn't as sweaty and I can hit more takedowns. But I also absolutely blew through almost everyone there, which makes sense because I stopped going there about 3 months ago, and even then I was doing really well against the guys. But then I started going to a different gym where everyone is a lot tougher, a lot scrappier, and the mat is absolutely soaking wet, so it's really difficult to get any grip on it. And then coming back to this more wrestling friendly gym with more space, drier mat, I just absolutely dominated almost all the guys. So it's nice to go there, try out new moves, and have a place you can go where you're one of the best people there. It is also nice to go to a gym where you aren't the best person, and some rounds you're just happy to survive. But the mixture is nice, and I'm glad I looked up online and spent an hour or two finding all the open mats in my area and then going to different ones so that I could test out my skills against more people. Let's see what else is going on. If you do a lot of jiu-jitsu and you don't feel like doing a bunch of small loads of laundry, and you don't want your smelly or gym clothes stinking up your wash and making your other shirts smell bad, one thing I found is I just have a 5-gallon bucket, and I fill it up with 4 gallons of water, 2 cups of vinegar, and I just put all my athletic clothes in there for the week that I use up. And then once a week on the weekends, I just do a wash of only my athletic clothes. And the vinegar helps to neutralize the smell and get rid of it. And don't worry, your clothes do not wind up smelling like vinegar, which is really nice. So it's a great way to basically long soak your clothes, get rid of the smell. You can also go with baking soda, but if you do vinegar and baking soda, you're not going to get the effects you want, because you either want to make it acidic or basic, because if you have it as just plain water, then the bacteria can still grow, but if you adjust the pH, then bacteria won't be able to exist. And both of them actually have beneficial effects for getting out the smell. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, that's really what's happening. It's I've managed to go back up to 189. So I dipped down low when I first started doing carnivore, and then my weight rose. I'm pretty sure that's just due to drinking whole milk between meals if I wanted a glass, because even though I don't choose to drink milk, or I'm not like the biggest fan of milk, whenever you're just eating steak, like it tastes a lot better. Like salt and milk, I think is a great combo. I don't really have them together, but a really salty steak with a glass of milk. When you're on carnivore and you've been only eating meat for 20 days, it tastes good. So yeah. Plus, I haven't had any breakouts due to the non-pasteurized milk, which I think is because the non-pasteurized milk still has the enzymes that help you break down lactose or other things in the milk. So I haven't been reacting to it. Versus, I know for a fact when I have cheddar cheese, I will get acne. And I've also been using face wash pretty religiously, like once a day, followed up by lotion. And that's been working a hell of a lot better than the hot water in a face cloth that I was used to using. And let's see what else is going on. Oh, so some of my videos I mentioned how I used to like over shampoo my hair, which led to a really dry scalp, and then my scalp tried to overcompensate for being really dry by overproducing oils, and this led to like an oily dry scalp. Had both at the same time, wasn't great. If you took like let's see if I have one. I don't have it in my car. If you took like took lice or flea comb, just ones that you use for pets, I found that they're really good for exfoliating my scalp, and I would take it while like driving or just doing anything, and I just rub it through and kind of pick up all the dead skin in the oil, and it was kind of disgusting. And then what I started doing is just using a boar bristle brush, and the boar bristles are able to naturally pick up oils from your hair and redistribute them from the scalp to the full length of your hair. And I would use that to basically 2 minutes a day. I just go over my hair and brush it. It works. I don't have, like, I've tried the comb I used to use. I don't have any dead skin on my scalp. It's really healthy. My hair looks a lot better. It's not dry, and every week or so I just wash off any of the excess oils from the brush. I just use shampoo on the brush, some water, quickly rinse it off, and it gets rid of any excess oils. Plus, the brush also helps evenly distribute oils to the hair, which means when you take a shower, you no longer, like, the oils don't get stuck on the scalp, the oils are on the hair. So if the water's warm enough, it'll naturally wash off some of the oil, and then when you use the brush again on your scalp, it redistributes them. So that's like a $9 fix that literally I love, and it's helped me with something I've been trying to solve for ages and only found a temporary solution, which was using the tick and lice comb to exfoliate my scalp every week. And that wasn't that good of an option. It didn't really work that well. And yes, I've tried just scrubbing using your fingernails, but the issue is my fingernails aren't always long enough to like actually do a good job, due to me having to keep them pretty short for jiu-jitsu, and then also having really thick hair, which my barber always says whenever I go in. So I also tried like those silicone scrubs you use on the scalp, but those wouldn't work, and nothing really did a good job of it. And then I just was like, let's give this a shot, and it's been working really well. I've also used it on my beard, because last year I shaved off my beard, and below it was like, oh, it looks horrible. It was like some dead skin, it was like really white, and I had to use a facial exfoliant. And I just think that's because the hair kind of stops it from being as easily. You don't have stuff rubbing against it. You can't really scrub it down with a towel. So you do wind up with some dead skin under your beard. If I stick the brush to it, go back and forth. It's supposed to stimulate blood flow, which could increase facial hair growth. I don't really use it for that, but I mean, if it has that benefit, it has that benefit. I more so just use it to help exfoliate my beard. I think it could help with people who have itchy beards, even though I don't. The only time my beard's ever been itchy was the first time I grew it out, and then since then it's kind of just like done its thing. So I think that's your skin just getting used to having your beard, and then once you've had it for a month or two, it kind of reaches an equilibrium. I mean, that's my experience with it personally, but yeah, I'm gonna go hit the sauna now, and I made sure to bring a bunch of water with me and electrolytes because I was vastly underestimating the amount of water I lost, which caused me to have headaches afterwards. So I'm just gonna do a quick sauna session, cold shower, go home, get some work done.